Hi, today I'm going to bring a very new sector in front of you. This sector is not, I would say, that much known or that much discussed and apparently considered within IT sector. Like these listed players are considered as IT companies, but this is not. This sector is GIS sector, that is Geographical Information System sector. I was in a meeting with four people, GIS system business. Among them, one was a listed player, and another three were unlisted. And among those three, one was a startup operating from India and Australia. And when this GIS system comes in mind, then simultaneously we think about Google. We think about mobility sector, right? But this is not confined within this mobility sector only. So this area, this sector has a vast area to work, and this is at the nascent stage in the whole world at this point of time, but gradually coming up, and the opportunity size in this sector is very big. So in this period of time, like mobility sector has also changed quite a lot. Google used to dominate the mobility sector, but recent past, like late September, I think September 2022, Google has been imposed one penalty for violation of the rule of Competition Commission of India. So CCI imposed a penalty on Google, and somewhat monopoly of Google has been lost. In October 2022, Competition Commission of India held Google to be in violation of the anti-competition regulation in force in India, and for abusing its dominant position in multiple markets within the Android ecosystem. CCI imposed a monetary penalty of INR 13.37 billion on Google under Section 27 of the Act for violating Section 4 of the Act. So this has actually opened up opportunity for companies like MapMyIndia. And now, like with growth of the mobility sector, and like as GIS system is almost mandatory by discretion for most of the players. Most of the cars are getting embedded with this GIS system. So this scope of MapMyIndia like companies are growing quite a lot. But in India, there is I don't know any other player in this particular domain. Now MapMyIndia has told that there are two markets. One is the OEM market, like for most of the passenger vehicles are integrating this system within their automobile arrangement. So this is not all. Now aftermarket is also very big. Aftermarket is said to be INR 6,000 crore, and like companies like cars which not used to have the embedded system now are buying or purchasing the system and integrating the system in their automotive, and this is basically bringing the opportunity for companies like MapMyIndia. So MapMyIndia is very much confined within this space, but it is not all. GIS system is not at all limited to this mobility sector. There are other domains, although other companies are working over there. MapMy India is dedicatedly working in the mobility sector, but there are some other companies, one listed player also, I will not name them or name that particular company also here. So the scope of this type of companies are immense, in the sense these companies are basically finding out opportunities from domains like utility, which is 60 to 70% of the utility is dominated by public sector. And specifically, if I would say, the opportunity is mainly into municipalities and panchayats, and municipalities are dominating at this point of time with the larger market share, where taking snap, collecting data, analyzing data for measurement of the land and related aspects, this segment is getting prominence. The GIS industry has changed quite a lot these days. Like earlier, it was confined within desktop, like as a desktop based application. Now it is in cloud. Earlier it used to be 2D, now it is 3D technology, and it is called verticalization of technology. There are horizontal and vertical technology integrated in the system nowadays. IoT is coming in a big way. Lots of integrations are coming, and future location based system is also coming. Augmented reality is also coming. So all together, a massive change is happening in this space. Municipalities and panchayats are offering opportunities now to the GIS business. 60 to 70% of the GIS business are dominated by utility sector. Businesses are intended to integrate their ERP system with the GIS. Earlier, the demand was limited to the public sector only, but now lots of private sectors are coming up with its demand, like utilities, oil and gas, roads and highways, power distribution network. Everyone is gearing up. City gas distribution is taking up GIS very significantly. Lots of private sectors are intended to embed their system with location as their central piece. Government initiative of Nal Se Jal has also taken up GIS quite a lot. Initially, GIS was offering more as a municipal solution. As I have already mentioned, 60 to 70% of the utility is dominated by municipalities nowadays, even today. But agriculture, environment, automobile, engineering, infrastructure projects are also coming up for as a new domain, new areas for GIS integration. Now, how these things will work out? Let's say agriculture. In agriculture, let's say drone is used quite extensively. Like it has already started, and in US it is used quite extensively, and India is also gearing up. So cameras, good cameras are integrated in the drones, and what drone is doing, the drone is taking pictorial images, their 2D 3D images with high resolution, and that data, that image is getting interpreted by use of AI and machine learning. And afterwards, this GIS is basically the role of GIS is interpretation of the data. So in agriculture, optimum usage of agrochemicals for finding out conditions of soils, finding out conditions of crops, and even finding out the moisture level of the soils. Drone images and this GIS system plays a very important role. So this verification, like finding out data, data interpretation, all these stuffs are playing a key role. Let's say in the engineering space, in the automobile space, in infrastructure projects, everywhere location based data are very important. Till FY23, CAGR of the sector was 14%, but the scope is very big, targeting 2030, as it is mentioned by one of the management which is not a listed player in this domain. I was in a meeting with 4 people, GIS system business. Among them, one was a listed player, and another 3 were unlisted, and among those 3, one was a startup operating from India and Australia. So from there I got lots of insight. GIS solution providers are outsourcing usual work of collecting data and focusing only in providing solution based on the collected data. So the investment which is required, that is better AI ML tools for future expansion, as I have already mentioned. So AI and ML is a game changer in this domain. Companies are using drones for higher resolution images. Now it is needed to automate lots of image interpretation and feature extraction. It will be able to save lots of man hours, and it will make the system even faster. Key investment is the area of data science. So this is GIS system, and here you have to work on finding out listed player in this domain. Who Map My India is fine, but apart from that, which other listed player is there in the other domain apart from mobility? I will answer this question in one of my next video. So in between, what you can do, like you can make the you can tell me the name in the comment box. So anyways, hope you like this video, and would request you to subscribe my channel and keep on watching my upcoming videos as well. Thank you for your valuable time.